Okay, so once again, I'm in a hurry, so I will be putting on my shoes as I'm talking. But also, good morning, happy Saturday, everyone. So, I suppose after yesterday's video, some of you guys are wondering, how did it go? Well, the short answer is yesterday went very, very well. In fact, if I can show you what was on my computer right now, and I'll get to that in a minute, eventually, I was able to check off the item I showed you on my 2025 bucket list. So, for all intents and purposes, I had a great Valentine's Day yesterday. And naturally, I hope all of you did too. Of course, if I just simply, I could stop the video there, but that really wouldn't be entertaining. Especially when I'm certain that a bunch of you are probably wondering, how did I do it? Like, I'm sure you need explanation. Don't worry, I will explain. I'm nothing if not a very conscious man about my audience and the things that they want. So, where do I start? I will admit, my low was actually the fact that my morning was off to an inconvenient start. Not bad, just inconvenient. I was actually running late, if you recall in yesterday's video, but also, I actually left my computer here when I didn't mean to. But again, those are inconveniences rather than actual bad or emotional things happening. Oddly enough, not bringing my computer along with me wound up being actually key to getting through yesterday. But I do need a low and high act of kindness, so I'll just simply say that my low is I forgot to take my computer with me. And it was inconvenient. But that in no way, shape, or form, affected my day in terms of my overall enjoyment of it. Actually, now that I'm done putting on my shoes, see if I can find it. Get over here real fast. Here we go. See right there. Have Valentine's Day 2025 be better than last year, whether I'm single or not. And you'll notice there's a check mark right there. I accomplished my goal. Now, again, I'm sure many of you are wondering, an explanation as to why, and I was getting into the fact I didn't bring my computer. What does that have to do with anything? See, when I'm not using this camera phone to make videos, I actually play an idle game called The Tower, and I play it all day long. So, basically, I had to use my phone for playing that game, and since I like to watch internet videos a lot, and without my computer, I had to utilize my phone. My point is, without my computer, I don't have further access to the internet. No computer, no internet. Actually, no computer, no Wi-Fi, no internet, but semantics. No internet, no looking up on social media. And if I'm not looking up on social media, then I wouldn't have to, I wouldn't potentially be sad over, everybody else enjoying yesterday if, you're already in a couple or not. Although I should also say, before I keep going, I do need to do a high and active kindness as well. So, again, my low is I forgot to bring my computer. My high was actually, I could say everything that happened yesterday after the whole computer thing. And my act of kindness was I visited my parents for a little while, and I emptied the dishwasher. So, yeah, that was my act of kindness. So, how did I get through yesterday? I'm sure a lot of you are wondering how I did it. Because even though I didn't have my computer, I still had my phone on. And, yeah, there were times I looked up social media every now and again. However, like, the times I did see, couples enjoying themselves, wish themselves happy Valentine's Day. In some cases, some people were celebrating their anniversaries. Which, if you did, happy anniversary to you. I didn't feel sad. I felt happy. Extremely so. Because, again, it harkened back to what I said on February 14th, 2018. Way back on day 45. Which was, I'm not gonna let the fact I'm single on Valentine's Day bring me down. I'm gonna see other people and they're gonna enjoy themselves, and you know what? I will be happy for them. I absolutely will. And I was. I mean, before I keep going, I should say, remember last year I found myself in my car crying over how much of a loser I am that I'm single on Valentine's Day. The short answer of this video is none of that happened yesterday. So that's out. So for that reason, for that reason alone, I could check off that item off my 2025 bucket list. But obviously, there's still a lot more to yesterday that happened. And I will admit, I didn't find myself, crying in my car over how much of a loser I am. However, as I was taking a shower, preparing to, go out and about like I always do on a Friday, I couldn't help but wonder, what if I finally actually did have a girlfriend? What if, what happened last year didn't happen? And, what if that one girl I offered to take to go with me to dinner, went with me instead of doing what she did? Or what if that one girl didn't break my heart, back in January of 2022? Or, let's harken back all the way. What if, at least at some point during middle school or high school, I had a girlfriend? What would happen? Would I be where I'm at right now? Well, I don't know. Unfortunately, you can't really change the fact. You can only ask what if. You can only speculate. And for that reason, I don't have an answer. But honestly, right now I'm at that place where, considering how long I've been single for, especially on Valentine's Day, it'd be sort of a 50-50 thing for me. Because on the one hand, of course I'd enjoy the fact that I have a girlfriend. Of course I'd be able to enjoy the fact that I'd be able to do so much as hold the hand of a beautiful woman. Of course I'd be happy with that. You wouldn't be. However, because it's me, I really would be just as annoyed that it took me this long to finally get to that point. I wouldn't let it ruin the moment, but I would be thinking about it. But again, that's just me. The beautiful thing about life is your results may vary. I'll say that much. So, what else did I do yesterday? Well, you're going to find this rather hard to believe, but nothing out of the ordinary. After I visited my dad for a little while, I went to Nick's to get some bar food, specifically wings. And I went to Illegal for a little bit and enjoyed the Valentine's Day dance they were having, even though there really wasn't much going on there. All in all, yesterday was pretty mundane. Pretty ordinary. Not much happened. Which I know, especially out of context, it doesn't really sound like much happened. One could even say yesterday was boring. Well, after what happened last year, I could really only go up from here. And if the simple, normal, everyday thing I would do on a Friday is what winds up happening, you know what? That's better than being in my car crying by a long shot. So, yeah. It was exactly what I needed to do. You know, it's funny. Some couples actually look at Valentine's Day as just another day. I know a lot of single people feel that way. I do kind of get where they're coming from now, but I really wouldn't call Valentine's Day just another day. I mean, listen, there have been jokes about the fact that Valentine's Day, takes place in... Actually, one of my favorite comedians, Lewis Black, did this. He said, we put Valentine's Day in February, where it's the heart of flu season. People are getting sick. Not to mention, we put it in February. It's the shortest month of the year, yet it still seems longer. As much as I and many other people have joked about that, I can't help but believe there's a reason why we chose February 14th of all days to enjoy what St. Valentine did. If you don't know what he did, during his time, marriage was actually deemed illegal. I forget what the stipulations were, but marriage was illegal, and St. Valentine, in private, wed, those couples who, want to get married. I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point everyone on the internet knows this, but in the beginning, marriage really wasn't based off of love so much as it was acquiring neighboring land from either your neighbor or, in some cases, huge countries. Of course, I'm glad that feelings and love play a factor in it nowadays, but that's what it was back in those times. So, I mean, obviously, if I do ever find the right girl and, get married, of course it's going to be out of love. I mean, why would it not be? I mean, not to sound like that guy, but I do need to give this ring to somebody. Yeah, I'm old school that way. If you don't already know, it's my classmate from Trinity Pauling. Back in the old days, if you wanted to go steady, you gave a girl your class ring. That's what I would do. So, but again, that's just simply what I would do. Okay, so I suppose the only thing left to do now is ask the question that I'm sure some of you really are asking. Well, actually, the combination is a multitude of several things, but the gist is all the same. Like, am I happy? Am I doing okay? Did I enjoy yesterday? Or am I satisfied? Well, the short answer is yes, for all those things. I am happy. I did enjoy myself yesterday. And I am completely satisfied. However, the long answer is, it really does depend on in what way am I happy? In what way did I enjoy myself? In what way am I satisfied? Because I could answer that due to several reasons. I could say that, I'm happy I got through yesterday not crying in my car. I could say that I enjoyed my time with, my dad, or I enjoyed my time going to Nick's, or I enjoyed my time going to Illegal Tap House for however long I was there. I could say I'm completely satisfied over, I completed my goal that I had for myself. There's so many ways I really could answer that question that I would probably need like a whole video just on that topic alone. Of course, I don't need to do that because you guys want your answer right now, and I'll just say, once again, yes, I am very happy that I got through Valentine's Day feeling pretty good. I was able to enjoy everything that happened. Even without my computer on hand, I was able to enjoy myself. That's no small feat. I'll say that much. Yeah, I'm definitely that kind of guy that relies on the internet too much. I am. I don't want to admit that, but yeah, I am. And I got to check off an item off my 2025 bucket list. And not just any item. The first item I put on the list. I completed my first major obstacle of 2025 that I knew for a fact I was going to have. I did it. And for that reason, I am most and completely satisfied. I hope you'll like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very homely in this video for all of you guys watching Joe Vanilla. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk and chat, I'm always going to be here to lend and always be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.